all know that the whole of South Africa is a dangerous place, but these areas in Cape Town just beat them all. Not even the citizens are safe. We'd never imagined that a war between taxi operators and gang leaders in Cape Town would emerge, but I guess we spoke too soon. Meet the Junky Funky Kids gang, a gang that's wiping out taxi bosses along with their gang rivals. The JFK is a gang from Cape Town best known for moving substances, extortion, and a bloody gang warfare. They are dominating mostly in neighborhoods like Lavender Hill, Sea Winds, Steenberg, Capricorn, and a lot more. And those who are familiar with those places know just how dangerous they are. In November 2017, one of their leader, John Adams, was assassinated, in which people thought to be an inside job. And that's when John's close friends, Jamil Jacobs, swore revenge. In no time, Jacobs had formed his own crew called the Flakka Boys, which was driven by nothing but vengeance. Jacobs started a campaign of terror targeting the JFK members, especially in Lavender Hill and Steenberg. Between May and October 2018, the Flakka Boys allegedly claimed 8 lives and left 6 more for dead. Jacobs was eventually found guilty of 2 hits and 6 attempted hits, which landed him a 121-year sentence. But the war on the streets remained the same. But this time, it wasn't for revenge, but for territories. In 2021, the JFK had started targeting the Fremont taxi operators for extortion money, and you can already imagine how it went. War. Gunfire exchange between the gangsters and taxi operators became a usual thing on the streets, resulting in innocent people getting injured or losing their lives. This resulted in the suspension of taxi operations. Come September 2022, the bloodshed started to escalate. On that day, a 30-year-old taxi driver was taken down. Hours later, the police discovered 2 bodies of JFK members. A few days later, the JFK members entered the Vrygrond taxi rank and 2 men were taken out. Yet again, 2 children by the age of 14 and 15 were wounded. During all this battle between the JFK and taxi operators, the Flakka Boys took the opportunity to launch their own attacks on the JFKs. In June 2025, the violence continued, resulting in the death of Ashley Phillips, who was another JFK leader from Lavender Hill. The JFK pointed fingers at the Flakka Boys, but others blamed the taxi operators. The taxi operators decided to move quickly and seized control of Ashley's extortion benefits. And the war continued to grow in the streets as it was now about money, territories, and revenge. A taxi boss named Dinga Lomoya was accused of taking down a JFK member. Dinga had a trial in April 2025 for his murder case at Wynberg Court. As he entered the court and sat on the bench, a man approached and shot him 3 times in the courtroom. People started running for the exits, and in the chaos, the shooter slipped away. But the CCTV cameras in the court caught the entire assassination.
The case against a woman accused of murder following a shooting at the Wynberg Regional Court last week has been postponed. 35-year-old Shireen Matthews will be appearing in court again on the 23rd of May. A 50-year-old man was shot dead in the incident.
1, for us to get more information for bail application. 2, for us to collect more evidential material. 3, for us to confirm the schedule. We believe at this stage that it's a Schedule 6. The reasons we say that is that the evidence that we have now points that she organized and recruited the members of the Junky Funky Kids to assassinate the deceased who was shot in this court. What we have at this stage, it looks like it's a revenge murder, in that he was allegedly involved in the assassination of another member, which happened last year. So we will come back on the 23rd of April for her second appearance. And then we have also had a provisional date for a bail application, which is set for the 23rd of May.
During the investigation, it was revealed that a woman named Shireen was affiliated with the JFK and was arrested for orchestrating the hit along with the shooter named Abu Bakr, and they were both denied bail. It was later discovered that a woman named Wanei smuggled the firearms into the courthouse and handed them over to the shooter. After the hit, another compliance named Brian was tasked with disposing the firearms. Citizens were furious that such an assassination could take place in a courthouse. It was later revealed that the man called Brian, who disposed the firearms, lived in the same streets as Dingalomoya, and all four suspects were tied to the JFK. Today, the battle between the taxi operators, Flakka Boys and JFK is still flooding the streets.
The matter of Shireen Matthews has been postponed to the 23rd of April for further bail information. Her formal bail application has been provisionally set aside for the 23rd of May. Matthews remains in custody. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Nasipis Same in Wynberg.
It is clear from what we are having that she was the brains behind, but we don't want to try her through the media. She's the one that was playing a very critical role in organizing. This is a premeditated murder. So when you talk of a premeditated murder, there are roles and there's certain people that execute the tasks. We have arrested the second person, who at this time is being subjected to investigation. Then we have identified 4 people. We are following them.
The evidence that we have now points that she organized, recruited the members of the Junky Funky Kids to assassinate the deceased who was shot in this court. What we have at this stage, it looks like it's a revenge murder, in that he was allegedly involved in the assassination of another member, which happened last year. And more charges are likely to be added, as well as more accused are likely to be added on the docket.
In terms of the threat, we have allowed our crime intelligence to do the threat assessment. But now, due to the preliminary threat assessment that we are having, we decided to beef up the security at this court. We are going to look at others because we don't want anything of this nature. And we are going to have some discussion with justice, because the access control is their responsibility.
It's crazy how dangerous South Africa can become. My name is Jay, and this is Moment in Future, pulling you into the truth.